just thought I would see how this turns out. Sucks because I forgot. Actually, I tried to grab my camera mount, but grabbed the one for my little camera and not for my phone. So here I am holding it. But just wanted to get an idea, if anybody wants to get an idea of what it is like cruising on the freeway with Tesla. I have this little accessory right here, a little weight on the handle, so I don't have to touch it every few minutes. Hey, what's up, Steven? What's up, Jacob? So I'm on the way to go meet Logan in the middle of my state, so I got like 3 hours to kill. I don't know if this video would actually just make you like sick to your stomach watching a non-camera holding video driving down the road. Let's see. Let's get the... All right. Nice day off. Yep, me too. We're gonna go. Yeah, we're driving. So I live like near Seattle, actually, Everett, Washington. And Logan and I are gonna go meet in Moses Lake, which is, it's like a 3-hour drive from me. We got 80 miles and it was telling me I need to stop for about 15 minutes to charge up a little bit. But I think they have a charger at Moses Lake too. So we can see how all that is too. Logan the Trader, yeah, Logan Lodge. Yes, sir. Yeah, he's in Spokane in Eastern Washington visiting his friend. Yeah, so we're gonna just go meet up in the middle of the state. Logan the Trader. This is actually like a little. So I have like the full self-driving. Or not full self-driving, it's like Autopilot beta or whatever on this. So should be able to do like all the lane changes and all that stuff. And this is actually the freeway I'm getting onto from this one is one of the ones that usually has kind of a weird problem with. So we'll see if it makes it just fine. But super relaxing driving like this. It feels like you're a passenger most of the time. And the only thing I really have to worry about is, in case you've never seen any of these before, like I have like just little steering wheel controls for how close I want to be to the car next to me. So it's like I can be a car length or a few more car lengths, and then I just up and down with this button, adjust my maximum speed. So right now we're cruising at 68. It says we're going to make a lane change. And we'll see how it does. This is a 2020. So you can see it stuck the blinker on. But there's like, it's got to try to get in between all these guys. So it'll wait till there's like a good little spot. And there we go. Merged in. So far, no touching, nothing. We'll see if we can get like 100 miles. The freeway I'm getting on, because it's just into the middle of the state, where there's not like a bunch of crazy traffic or anything. Usually you can go like hours without touching anything. I've driven across like 4 or 5 hours. Basically, like when you get off the freeway, that's when we actually have to start touching stuff. But this is definitely part of the reason I love Tesla. It's just, man, easy. Have you guys never seen like the Autopilot? I know a bunch of people like they'll do the drives or whatever, try to explain it, but I thought a live drive would be kind of cool. And then when Logan's driven, I think a Model 3 once, so we'll see. So we'll see what he thinks. Have you ever had to touch it where something is getting dangerous? Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, so you get to know, it's kind of like, I don't know, like most guys, we like to drive, even like when our girl or our wife is in the car or whatever, like we're the main driver. So it's always odd for somebody else to drive, even our friends, I think. And you're like a little bit uncomfortable with them at first. And then you drive for a while with them, get used to their personality, like see how aggressive they are. And then, and then you kind of get used to its like little quirks, because Tesla has its like little quirks and stuff it doesn't have to, or it doesn't deal with well. And I wouldn't say dangerous, but it'll like there'll be some little offshoots where it'll try to like kind of like get into a turning lane, because it can't see that it's marked as a turning lane. But dangerous, no, it's actually protected me from more dangerous, stupid stuff that I couldn't see or wasn't paying attention to than vice versa. So the autopilot is just like fantastic, especially depending on where you live. Like some places you guys have no traffic, you see this dude's merging in, it's gonna say no. Let's see, that guy's trying to merge. It's pretty aggressive, right? But it's like, I want to get over, and I think unless somebody's actually getting over, it's not going to slow down for him. Yeah, if it's, let me get better from here. It's like, well, in Washington, I don't know where I was, but like in Washington, we're pretty calm. We like let people in. So for California, it's it's probably like right on point, because a lot more aggressive driving down there. But here, yeah, but it also can't, like, you kind of get used to its assertiveness and like what it does, so it doesn't like freak you out, but it still makes sure like nothing's in the way. If those guys, those same ones that had its blinker on, like the blinker doesn't tell it anything, like, you know, a human, like we see a blinker and we're all nice and okay, so we'll slow down. But the only way that this will slow down and let somebody in, if they like start getting over, they have to kind of cross out a little bit of a line, and then it'll slow down like immediately. And I can't remember, what do we have this? Yeah, we have a couple seconds between the lead car or the car in front of us. But other than that, like, that was one of the more difficult interchanges. I don't know, you probably couldn't even tell from just a video of it, but there's like, but to get from the freeway I was on to the one I'm on now was like one of the more difficult one, and I've had problems with it in the past, and it just keeps getting better. And now literally I'm a straight shot until the exit. Then I'm going to take to, what do we have? An hour or so until it's going to have me stop for 15 minutes and charge. But I think we can, I guess and then we can see, I think the speed limit thing. So right now, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll get like a little bit more aggressive. So there's these settings, like how, let me get to autopilot. And we can get to Mad Max, which just, all it does is when there's a car in the way, it's going to change lanes more frequently instead of like just chilling out. And out here we can trim speed a little bit. Let's see, does this? Okay, so yeah, it doesn't like learn as I drive, like my style, but it all goes back to Tesla, and Tesla, all that data is used across the entire network to learn. So most of the logic is going to be rolled out on updates. It's kind of interesting. Once it has a semi too, it kind of gets away from it, so it'll get to the left part of the lane. And then I notice when we're past the semi, it'll be kind of in the middle, just like you would as a real person. This doesn't get in the way at all. It's the steering on it in the first place is just like super light, and The only thing, it's actually magnetic, so it has a front piece and a back piece, so it comes off pretty easy. I just get used to when I'm turning, I usually just like use my thumb and roll over, so I just have to use this side instead of like normally I would do that. But also, of course, with this, 90% of the time, I'm not like, you can see what I'm doing. I'm like doing 0 while we're just waiting to be driven around. Much more relaxing. And this is in case you've never been to Washington. I don't know how clear the video comes. Like, it's beautiful on my phone. Lane change. But we're kind of going over the mountains, kind of on the top to go meet them. Well, this is what outside of Seattle looks like. Seattle proper has a lot more going on. But you can see that Mad Max mode. I'm like, okay, it's just these cars coming up, and it'll just change lanes right away to get past them as quick as possible. And then it also has a setting to where after it's done passing a car, it should go back back out of the passing lane. I think that is on, let me see. Can't remember. Exit passing lane, yeah. Okay. But maybe it sees like way up there that it's going to continue in this. I'm not sure. I'm super excited for next week actually to go to see the Model S and that Plaid. That's just going to be nuts. Fastest production car ever. I'm super excited for Tesla. And this is also just the whatever they call the like Autopilot beta. This isn't even full self-driving beta, which is way better than this. But you can imagine like a road trip, how much different it is to just be able to not worry about much at all. One day you'll be able to afford one. Yeah, dude. You could probably afford one because you drive a lot. It's pretty cheap to own one. No gas, especially I heard gas prices going, like they've gone up. No oil changes. There's barely any maintenance. No brakes. No nothing like that. They are, I think, I want to say they're does the Model Y start? Model Y starts at like 42 or 43. I think the 3 is 30 something. And hey, maybe they'll put back the federal rebates. You drove to like, oh, wait, you drive 3 hours just to get to work? I know you drove quite a bit because you go like visit people's house, don't you? Yeah. So like 3 hours like total, like how many miles per day do you do? Because you can see like right now I've got, this isn't all the way charged, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like 240 miles of range right now, and we're going to go up a mountain. Yeah. But how many miles total though? Like, it has, if you're charged up 70 or whatever, 90% of the way, you get 240, 250, something like that. 400 miles. Yeah, you're pushing it then. Dang. Hello. 400 miles is pushing it. You'll just have to get that plaid Model S, Steven. Like, that's all there is to it. Only 140 grand. But I think they said it's going to be like 500 miles of range, or the Cybertruck. Cybertruck, you can get, I think, 500 or something. We'll oh, I didn't see that. Cyberthrive. I don't know. Yeah, it'll get better. It also depends how hilly your area is too. So if you're going, like right now, I'm not gonna have the best range because I'm literally just going up a pass for a while. Oh, and so 70, so like, so you see like the speed limit thing. So right now, like I had it set to 72, and now the speed limit's changed to 70 where I'm at. And then when I tap that, it automatically adjusts. It does like 13% higher or something like that. We'll be joining the team. Saw lots of great videos. You can watch. Oh, the message disappeared. But it looked complimentary, so thank you. Thanks for joining me on my drive. I think this is how, whatever kind of data plan I have, this is how I probably eat up all the data in one day. So the credit spreads. Cool. Do I pay monthly for my Tesla? I do. Yeah. I've never ever financed the car. Oh, no, I did. Sorry, I'll take that back. I financed the car once. I made, I think, 1 or 2 payments, and then I paid it off because I was like, I don't like interest. And then when I got this, you know, all the interest rates were stupid low. I think it's like 1.75% interest. So I was like, I think I'll finance it. So yeah, I did finance it, and I put down, I think I put down like 20-something grand, and I don't remember what my payments are. I think they're like $600 or something like that, but I just pay $800. I could pay it off faster. I want to go to Model S, but I'm not sure how to go about it. Tesla.com, man. Easy peasy. It's like, it's so ridiculously easy. I think it's like as easy or easier than shopping or setting up an account with Amazon.com. And it's so simple, it seems ridiculous, because literally you just say, oh wow, yeah, we got some bumpy roads. You literally just say, I want this color, this wheels, I want full self-driving or not, and then I don't know what other options they have for if they have the 7-seater. Yeah, and then click out. Oh yeah, so you do pay okay, so you pay your, I can't remember what the down payment was, like $100 or whatever to hold it, right? So you pay the $100, and then you say, okay, this is the car I want. And then when your car is ready, like they'll send it up to close to where you live, pick out where you want it, and then if you're financing it, you just have to fill out your finance paperwork. Like, I think it was like a week before or a couple days before or something like that. Maybe there's a pre-approval on when you first set it up. I can't remember, but then you just have like a list of tasks to do, and you know, sending them your information and whatever. Yeah, sending them your information, and then finishing up the loan, and then you're all set for delivery. And then it's just odd because it's just like, hey, pick up your car. You pick up your car. Nobody's really helping you out or anything. You just get it and go. Yeah, of course. Yeah, financing is always going to depend on your credit. Yeah, you need credit. But you can, I mean, basically, like, the worse credit you have, I think the higher percentage, the higher payments that you'll have. But it depends, like, where you're at, too. I have to go say hi to Logan. Have a great day. I will, Steven. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I think we'll stop by. Yeah, we'll probably make some videos or live stream something when we're hanging out or something today. You have 720? I think 720 is pretty good for a car. I think. I don't know. I've had like 800s for a while because I haven't done anything like as far as financing stuff. But I think I think 700, you should be good to go. Finance all day. Boy, so far, what have we been driving for like 20 minutes? I don't think we've hit anything. Would you like to see? Yeah, we'll live stream. I don't know where we're meeting, if the service is going to be good enough for us to live stream, but yeah, we'll try to for a little bit. Either that or make some video, do something. Our later on plan is to go to China, but I just saw they're probably not even opening it up this year. We want to go check out Neo. I want to go check out Neo, and I want an excuse to go to China, and because I want to see, like, so many people are so hyped on it. Some Colorado hockey fans are. I don't know anything about hockey, but I want to. Yeah, I just wanted to go over there, love an excuse. I want to go check out Neo, see if they're as awesome as like everybody hopes they are, because everybody's like, I don't know. You think Neo's car is nice? I've only seen, like, the advertising I've seen is like just videos, and they're like just people, and I mean, who knows, you know, it could be Neo paying them, could be the Chinese government paying them. I just don't know. I just want to see one firsthand, especially from somebody who, I mean, I drive this. I've driven, I think we're pretty close to 30,000 miles this year, so quite a bit. I don't even know if I can say I've driven this car. Mostly, I think more often than not, this car's been driving me. Colorado hockey. Yeah, I'll see. I'll see what he has to say about that. But I knew nothing. This is funny to probably for you, somebody who knows something about hockey. I got invited by a client to a hockey game, and my girlfriend and I, we went, and I loved, like, absolutely loved it. Just being live and all the slamming up against the glass and all the fights, like, super fun. But the funny part was when her and I are like sitting in the seats, everybody's waiting, and we're waiting for the fourth quarter to start. And we're like, is it like last call at the bar or whatever? Had no idea hockey only had 3 periods, because I mean, that's not something that there was no reason for us to know, because everything else would be in 4s. So we're literally after the 3rd period, and then I think it took us a good few minutes to figure it out. You used to play goalie in center. I just never played hockey. I think those guys are super talented though, and super tough, like rugby players. Do you think you guys have to be like rugby players and hockey players? I think you guys have, like, definitely a lot of skill, but you have to be, I feel like, just a little bit crazy to play that with all the fighting and everything that goes on. Half an hour of driving. How does the video quality come across? Because, like, my phone, of course, shows it like 4K and everything's all beautiful. Yeah, a little blurry. Yeah, that sucks. I have another camera mounted for later, like when Logan goes and drives, something that we can upload later. It cuts out, yeah. I figured since I was in the mountains, maybe I'll turn it off a little bit, but we've got an actual, like, 4K camera mounted. I don't know if we can see that. So I'll do the recording on there, so at least it'll be high quality once I actually upload it. This has got to be getting just, like, worse and worse as I get up into the mountains. Oh, another lane change. It's unreal. You can barely see the steering wheel even move. lot of work driving. See how much power we're gonna have. So I'm going like way faster than recommended. Let's see, where's our trip? A little bit above. What do I look for? Let's see. What do you look for? How do you pick the strikes to pick for Tesla credit spreads? Definitely changes over time. Right now I'd be picking stuff that's not super far out of the money and closer expiration dates, because I really think it's found its bottom. And when it does dip below 600, it's not for very long. I mean, kind of like yesterday or Thursday and Friday, kind of what happened. So, I mean, you can see all the ones that I did. I should do some more, like when I'm actually opening them up, and kind of my thought process. I just had a huge project at work that's taking up a ton of my time. Yeah, I think 580, Jake, you're pretty gold. I think if you're super like worried, I think like a 560, but I think 580s are gold, especially if you could have opened those up like Thursday or Friday morning before everything went back up. No, you have to stay above the one that you sold, not the one that you bought. So if you stay above the one that you bought, you can still lose almost all of it, or most of it. You can dip a little bit down below the short side. So like if you sell for example, you sell the 580, you buy the 585, or excuse me, sell the 580, buy the 575. You need to really be above 580. You can be a little bit down because you still have the credit that you got. It's exactly, yes, it is exactly like selling cash covered puts. It's the only difference being instead of you needing, whatever, $50,000 to be able to cover it to buy it, you just have a lower strike price that you bought to cover it. That's the only difference. And the fact that if you lose, you end up with zero instead of ending up with shares, which is a much better situation. So then at least you have something. Yep. Yeah, exactly. If you have the money to put up, for sure, just keep selling the puts. I don't think anybody would mind. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next week, though. I'm live. Oh crap. Well, I saw that. Yes, I do run format covered calls. I'm going to guess because I'm getting up into the mountains here that everything is going to drop off and suck